Started by Polish. I'm Krista, and I know I'm late for this one. This is going to be the alternative birthstone for May, and I'm hoping I get this up before the end of May because I'm running late. I was supposed to do this with Jacqueline, and things came up, and so we didn't get to do it, and I was putting it off. So hopefully I will get this up. If not, it'll be the beginning of June, and I'll go into doing the June alternative birthstone, but that's okay. At least I get it out there. So I did a lot of research on this alternative stone, just figuring out which one I was even going to use, because a lot of them came up again with some kind of quartz, which we've already done. So this particular stone, which I'm going to probably butcher how to say it, I did Google a couple different ways, and so I'm going to just give it a shot at one of the ways I heard it pronounced, which is called Chrysoprase. Or Chrysoprase. So this is a really beautiful gemstone, which is this sort of aqua blue, turquoisey, light colored, perfect for spring. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. So we're going to learn about that stone. We're going to look at some polishes that would match that stone, which I have some fun ones that I want to share with you, and learn a little bit about this Chrysoprase and see what it holds for us out there and what the history is behind it and the meaning. I love doing that part. I know I'm kind of a nerd with that. So let's get the camera turned around and we will learn some more about this new gemstone. All right, getting started here, and I'm just going to preface this with, just like most gemstones, Chrysoprase comes in an assortment of hues in the same color family, and I am just going with the lighter of the colors just because it's a little bit, it comes in a darker green that's more like emerald, but because this is supposed to be the alternative, I wanted to go with something that was a little bit different. So that's why we're going with the lighter versions. And I'm going to go ahead and insert pictures of, which I probably already did in the intro. I'll insert another one here just so you can see what it looks like. So we're going to get started, and the first one that I chose is this one from LA Colors, which is called Seafoam, and just a pretty cream color. A little bit more blue in this one than the other ones that we're going to look at. I think there's maybe one other one that has a little bit of blue in it, but because I feel like Chrysoprase really leans more green, but it takes on, like we said before, a bunch of different hues in that same color family. So super, super pretty. These are all top coated, by the way. And the first little fact about Chrysoprase is that it is a form of silica that's similar to quartz. So it's sort of in that same quartz family, and it has the same chemical compound symbol as in the silica group. So interesting little fact there. All right, number 2 for polishes is going to be this one from Essie, which is called Bustling Bazar. I haven't worn this one yet, and it is really pretty. I don't think I've worn it. I did get it at I think it was at the consignment shop for $2, so can't beat that. And it's a beautiful, same color category, it's beautiful, but it takes on a little bit more green when you compare it to the LA Colors one. Is just a tiny bit more on the green side. Great formula, super pretty. This is going to turn into a comparisons video, I think. Okay, and then the second thing about Chrysoprase, little factoid again, is that ancient Greeks believed it to be the holy gemstone of Aphrodite. So apparently Aphrodite was always pictured in green, and so she was like in green, so it was her color, and so this became, because this was a green color gemstone, it became associated with Aphrodite, which I read some other things, and I will list in the description box where I'm gleaning all this information from, and that and I don't know where I was going with that now, but that it can also, the actual gemstone itself represents love, and which could be associated with the fact that it was the gemstone of Aphrodite, so which we know Aphrodite was the goddess of love. So yeah. Okay, third polish is going to be this one from Salon Perfect. One of my favorites. This is called Mer-Made of Money. I think I featured in the last couple videos the Show Me the Money from Salon Perfect. This one is Mer-Made of Money. A little bit lighter, a little brighter, more turquoisey. Sort of, I don't know how you would, if you compare it to these two, it's like the brighter version of this one, I think. They're not dupes. None of these are dupes. They're close, but they're not dupes. I think that one's really pretty. I really like that one. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the arm there. Yeah, super pretty. And let's see. So Chrysoprase is associated with springtime, development, and the environment. So it's definitely a spring gemstone. It is one that represents regrowth, new development, which makes sense. We talked a lot about how color psychology plays into these gemstones. Green definitely represents regrowth, energizing, renewing. So that makes sense that that's one of the characteristics of this gemstone. You probably already know what the next one was just by looking at it on the nail wheel. Everybody knows this one. This is Orly's Vintage, which Joe from Polish Talk was the one that made me get this one, and I was not disappointed. I think I wore it for the first time last year. If I have pics, I'll insert it, but it is really, really, really pretty. It's just so bright. And in fact, if I was going to pick one of any of these, I just love that. Probably because it has more weight in it. You know how I am with the white colors, but really I love all these. So, all right. And so the next piece of information is that Chrysoprase is believed to assist environmental scientists or anyone working with climate change. I thought that was really interesting. So if you're working on anything to do with the environment, environmental research, those kind of things, then this is the stone that would assist you with that, I guess. So interesting that it has that in climate change and combating climate change would have like a, I guess you could say like a mascot gemstone. Super pretty, love vintage. All right, and the next one is gonna be this one, which is new to my collection. I love this polish. I actually just bought it for my mom in the gel version because my mom started wearing gels. And this one is called I'm Yacht Leaving. This is so pretty, and I cannot wait to wear it. That's going on my summer rack for sure. It's so pretty. Another one, just a cream. I am getting to some other ones besides creams. And so this is I'm Yacht Leaving. So if you compare just all the creams here, they're all kind of in that same family, but they all are just a little bit different, right? Just a tiny bit different. So I feel like this one is like one shade lighter than the LA Colors. So that's this one from OPI. Again, really nice formula. And I'll put the bottle back out there again. Number 5 is that Chrysoprase connects with the heart chakra, kindness and nurturing. So if you know anything about, I used to do a lot with yoga. I was super into yoga, and the chakras are part of doing yoga. I want to say it's part of that Hindu religion, and there's different chakras in your body that when you're doing yoga, it can open those chakras up, which is supposed to be really healthy. And so the heart chakra is apparently associated with this particular gemstone, and that it helps with helping you feel more kindness and be more nurturing. So there you go. Might be a good one for new moms, probably, I would think, if you're going to be a nurturer, or new pet owners. We're going to talk a little more about that here in just a minute, but let's go on to the next polish. The next one is another one from LA Colors. It was from, I don't think they sell these anymore. They might, I don't know. This one is called Lyrical. They had come out with this whole collection of these ones that have these little shimmers in it. I haven't worn a lot of these just because they are very sheer. I really need to try it as a topper, and maybe we should do that later at the end of the, I'm going to put it at the end of the video, but I'm going to put it next to my skin because I have that purple polish on right now. Well, I guess it's not too bad, but it definitely is sheer. This is 3 coats with the top coat, and I can still see some bald spots in it. So I'm not sure if they were intended to be toppers. I don't know, but it definitely is in that color family. I do like the shimmer. You can see the shimmer. It's very, very sheer. So, but it's super pretty. Does anybody have any of these? I think I bought all of them in that collection. I'm not sure how I feel about that now though. All right, number 6, gives feelings for people, pets, and plants. And this goes along with the whole nurturing. That's why I said we were going to talk more about it. So it's not just nurturing for people, although it includes people. It's nurturing anything. So plants, animals, anything like that. This stone is associated with that nurturing element. So, which we sort of touched on in the last fact there. All right, let's talk about some different, we're going to talk about boutique one. So the next polish is this boutique which was ILNP, I Love Nail Polish. This one is called Funhouse. This is a beautiful metallic green. This one is just so stinking pretty on. You can see your nails from like a mile away with this one on. It is gorgeous. Like I said, if I have pictures, I will definitely add them. Yeah, look at that. So pretty. Love, love, love. Yeah, it's a fun one. I think I only have 2 from this collection, and I really would like to have all of them because I'm such a metallic person. I love metallic polishes. And what I really love about these is that they don't have streakiness at all. So, you know, it's, that was in 2 coats, by the way, if you're wondering. You can still kind of see a little bit, but there's so much going on that you don't really see the bald spots in there. And let's see, number 7, encourages humility and generosity. Love it. You want to be a little bit humble and think of others, then this is the gemstone for you. Or maybe it's just representative if you know. I could see also if you know somebody who's super humble and generous, that this would be a good gift to give to them, like a piece of jewelry with Chrysoprase in it. I think that would be kind of cool too. All right, coming to the end here. We've got 2 more actually, even though one of them's a topper, so we're gonna play around with that one. But this one is from Polish for Days. I love this. This is Echor, and yeah, I can't believe I haven't worn this in a while. This was probably my bluest leaning of my examples here. Look at this flaky bomb. Isn't that gorgeous? I believe it was in the same collection as the cornflower blue one, which I think was Esperance. And yeah, that one's probably one of my favorite polishes ever. So same kind of formula. Look at those iridescent flakies in there. So pretty on the nails. It's really, really pretty. Although it's looking a little sheer over here, but I've worn it before and it's definitely not sheer. It looks really pretty. Usually when I do flaky bombs, this is kind of my own little formula. I call it 2.5 coats. So I do like 1 coat really well, the second coat really well, and then I go in and do sort of this just light touch up, like just a real simple coat as my 3rd coat for flaky bombs, just to give it an extra pop. That's usually just what I do. And let's see, what number are we on here? Number 8, believe to ground you in the present. It kind of helps turn off the noise. Like the quote unquote noise that we talk about in life where it's difficult for you to kind of focus. This one helps you with that. I think we talked about another gemstone recently that also is supposed to do the same thing. It just kind of helps you stay focused, which who couldn't use a little help with that? And then grounding you. Like I think one of the examples I saw is like if you went out for a walk in nature and your mind was still spinning with everything going on in the world, that this would help you to just kind of focus on the present, like being present in the moment and enjoying what's around you. All right, the last one that I picked, I didn't actually do a swatch of yet, and that's because it's really a topper and it's from M&N. I haven't heard a lot from M&N lately. Maybe I'm just missing it. This is I guess it doesn't have to be a topper. I just use it as a topper. It's called Poisonous. It was from HHC in June of 23, but it's basically a jelly. It's a turquoise jelly, and then it has all these iridescent flakies in there. Super pretty. I think some of them are kind of metallic-y, iridescent too. Really, really pretty. So I thought what we might do with this one is add it to one of these. I'm just deciding probably the darkest one. Let's go with the Salon Perfect, which is Mer-Made of Money. And let's try that. This is turning into comparisons and combos. So we're gonna try that. Yeah, look at that big old, look at those flakies in there, huh? Isn't that crazy? So there's definitely more than one kind of flake in there. I was trying to get it farther down on the nail here, but I can't do it. So, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty neat looking. I think I have worn it. I think I did wear it over a similar color. I'll see, I have to go through my pictures and see if I can find it. But yeah, super, super, super pretty. And let's see, the number 9 one is encourages cheerfulness and self-awareness. Cheerfulness and self-awareness. Okay, so they kind of made the point when I was reading through the information that for like your run-of-the-mill kind of like depression, not severe depression, but like if you're just kind of feeling mopey and sad, that this is a good gemstone to have around, that it just kind of generates that happy well-being feelings and makes you more self-aware. Like you can basically analyze what's going on in your life and be able to adjust and make changes. And that, I guess, would lead to more cheerfulness. So the last thing that I want to do is I think I want to try this Lyrical over another one of these. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's try it over the Essie Bustling Bazar. And let's see what that looks like. And then we got a couple more little facts about Chrysoprase, if I'm saying, hoping I'm saying it right. See, I think this does so much versus it on its own. I just think that that looks a lot better. So it's basically just like using a shimmer on there. So yeah, I really like that. So number 10, we have 11, but number 10 is that it promotes self-acceptance and tolerance of everyone else. So you accept yourself and you accept everybody else. And who couldn't use more of that in our lives? We all need that. We all need to just be respectful of one another, no matter what the thinking is. And I think that that makes for a more peaceful world. Of course, everybody, you know, I've said it a million times, I missed my generation. I should have been a 60s flower child because I just want everybody to get along and love one another. Just love. Love, love, love. That's how I feel. The last one in number 11, I just want to talk about where it's found. I thought this was interesting. So Chrysoprase was actually mostly found in years, like hundreds of years ago, in Poland. So, and then what happened was during the medieval times, it got overutilized, and so Poland sort of exhausted all of their resources. And so now it's mostly found in Tanzania, in Indonesia, Australia, Russia, Germany, Brazil, and then it's also found in the United States in Arizona and California, which I thought was interesting. They said that it's actually not a very rare stone. It's actually pretty common. So yeah, so I guess it's not that it's difficult to find. All right, well, that was Chrysoprase. Have you ever heard of it? I'd love to know. Do you have any jewelry on that? I would love, I saw some on Etsy if you really like this one. If you're a May baby and you're not really thrilled about the emerald, want a more springtime look for your birthstone, then I would steer you towards Chrysoprase. Thank you for joining me today. Leave any questions below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.